Welcome back, everybody, to episode 11 of Unemployed to Hall of Fame. Today we play our third FA Cup game. I made a mistake. I messed up and we actually played the second Prim round offline. I didn't realise it was an FA Cup game. Otherwise, we would have showed it on our channel. But this is how it's gone since we last played. It's been a phenomenal run of form. We've changed absolutely nothing. The formation's the same. We've brought in a couple of new players that I will show you shortly, and we're actually trying to buy a couple more who would be phenomenal, but FM being FM, no one wanted them until I bid, and now there's a host of other clubs, bigger reps than us, that will probably take them off us, so that's a shame. But this is where I started once we left, and we had our first home game of the season against Whitton Albion, which we won 3-0. Zach Clark, who is our new boy wonder. I was a bit unsure about whether he would be the right replacement for McGilly Cott, I think it's called. I've forgotten his name already. But he has been absolutely phenomenal. He scored in that game, Lightfoot, and then his strike partner, Jared Blake, on the score sheet there. They did have a man off very early on. And then we did have the prelims, and that was against Millbrook at home, and it was an absolute destruction. 1,700 fans turned up for that one, 5 away. Zach Clark getting a hat-trick, Anthony Wright getting a hat-trick off the bench, our young striker that doesn't really get a game in due to Blake, but he got a hat-trick, and Alex Leader-Williams carrying on his form from last season, getting on the score sheet there. And then we just, the wins just kept on running. Clark, Blake, Leader-Williams, my three favourite players at the moment for the team, absolutely storming the goal scoring charts. Another 3-1 there. Zach Clark again with 2. Chris Mahone, who's one of our new signings, who I'll show you shortly. And then our last game that we've just played, 3-0 win at home against Avro. 905 fans to that one. Zach Clark again, Leader-Williams again, and Dira getting his second goal of the season. So I said I'd talk about the transfers that we've made. We have made 2 transfers. The first one being Chris Mahone, or Mahone. And really handy player here. I was looking for some backup to Dira, just because Dira is getting absolutely exhausted. I wanted to try and add in a bit more pace, and believe it or not, 13 is acceleration is pretty good. I've not been able to get anyone above a 13, 14. So him down the wing, he can dribble, he can kind of cross, and his first touch is good. These are good. The stats that he needs to be a winger are good. Ignore the mentals as much, but I did sign him. He's on £140 a week, but he is backup. He's 20 years old. He is backup to Dira. And he's had 3 appearances for us this season and scored and assisted. So I'm happy with how he settled in. He came from the Scottish Championship, which I think is a big drop, which made me think, okay, we've got a real player here. He joined from Queen's Park. So I'm quietly optimistic about him when he's come on. He's done very well. And then we've just made this signing just before we started this video, actually, which is Cassian Langfield. 19 years old. He is on £75 a week, which I think was an absolute steal. And he's got, his technicals are looking quite handy. If we're judging that against Clark, quite similar. He can head the ball, he can finish, and he's also got a little bit of pace about him. And he's determined. He's going to work hard. He has not played a game for us yet. Like I said, I only just recently signed him. He's not match fit. He has not played for us so far in this save since signing him. So we're going to get straight into the match now, and we'll go through our starting 11. Clifton in goal. Paulie is still injured, and he's due to be back. When's this? 7 days and 2 weeks. He's due to be back imminently. We're going for Farmer as right back, Lewis Farmer. Griff and Fielding as centre backs. Askew as left back, with Nicol and Coates in the centre. Mahon is starting this game on the wing due to Dira's fitness levels. He's really struggling to see out a game at the moment, because we have got a real back-to-back run of games. Leader-Williams out on the left, and Blake and Clark are going to be leading the line for us today against Hitchin. Tail of the tape. our home record, well, our record, forget home record, 5 wins on a trot. Like I said, we've been absolutely bouncing this season. Hitchin, more indifferent, 1-2, drawn 2, lost 1. But they are favourites to win, and I think they might be in the same division in terms of level than us, but they are in the South Counties or something along those lines. But let's get to it here. We've got Mashazi for them down the right. I won't be too disappointed if our cup run ends. We've done what the board want us to do, and we've made a couple of quid along the way. So if it ends here, no dramas. It means our fitness levels can start to go back to normal. Because like I said, we're playing a lot of games, and we probably haven't got the squad depth for the games that are coming on. But Mahone is about to show you a little bit of what he can do. Oh, and it's in. And Zach Clark is showing you what he's been doing all season. His 11th goal of the season. He has been phenomenal. He has been so good. Exceeded my expectations from what I thought we were going to get from this guy. I was a bit nervous that he wouldn't be able to do what our Irish striker, I've forgotten his name, I can't say his name, but he has been so good since joining for us, just scoring goal after goal after goal. And if he keeps doing that, we could have a very good season, because I think strikers down here, you get a good goal record and things could change. Blake's just given the ball away way too easily there. And they're on the attack. The ball, he can't hit it from there. Come on. Do a long shot. No, it's going to be... Oh, he's missed a sitter. He's missed an absolute sitter. We got away with that. And hopefully Askew can make them pay. It's out to Clark. It's back out to Askew. The ball's in. I don't know where this one's going. Not really much happening. Fielding's picking it up deep. Griff up to Coates. Coates and Nicol being a good pairing. And Leader Williams has been phenomenal this season. And Zach Clark has got his Never mind. Got way too excited. He looked onside from where I was sitting. Normally I'm quite good at judging those. He looked onside. Maybe I just got a little bit too excited. But we're going again. Coates. Clark tackled on the edge of the area. Back to Nicol. And it's Jared Blake. And that was close. Jared Blake has been playing brilliantly. Just dropping back in that deep line forward position. Just dropping a bit deeper to link the midfield and Clark. It's been the formations that we've got going. Well, like I said, it's the same formation. It's more player roles, but it's clicking. It's working. I'm really liking our play at the moment, and we've got some good manager stats as well. The known fors: attacking football, possession football, pressing football, and we're outplaying our opponents as well. It's not a case of scraping wins this season. We seem to be outdoing them on the XG. We seem to be outdoing them with shots, possession, and as you can see, like we're 34 minutes in here. Hitchin are the favourites to win, and we're playing some nice stuff. The guys are really bonding well. If I can get those 2 that I've bid for, put a tenner on us to win the league. Leader Williams, and it's Clark, and it's 2-0, and that one is going to count. And Zach Clark puts Isle of Man 2-0 up in the first qualifying round of the FA Cup. Great ball by Blake. Out to Leader Williams, who started this season phenomenally. And that's a great ball in. Zach Clark, I think he's 6'2" as well. So he's got a bit of height to him, which helps. He's got a bit of that power forward to him. Farmer, I love as a right back as well. Love how good he is. And he links up really well with Dira. Griff, out to Farmer now. He's going to play it back to Mahone. It's just nice football. It's just nice to watch. And just to touch on something as well, coaching badge, I applied again, got rejected again. Couldn't appeal it. I tried, and they just said the same thing. So I'm a little bit concerned about our Hall of Fame development when it keeps getting rejected. What a ball that is. That's a penalty. He pulled his shirt, or he tripped him up. It says he tripped him up. Who cares? Zach Clark, hat-trick. It's a hat-trick. It was never in doubt. That was never in doubt. 13th goal of the season. And he's got a 36-minute hat-trick. I told you guys, he is the real deal. And he could be our saviour. He is on a non-contract. And he gets paid £130, I think, an appearance. So if he carries on like this, we could lose him. I might have to time down. But whether he would sign that or not. But yeah, coaching badges. Like I said, our aim is to develop. I am growing fond of Isle of Man. But this isn't a non-league to Premier League type of save. The idea is us to progress as much as possible in our manager career to get on those Hall of Fame nation, continent, nationality, all of that jazz. And staying with the Isle of Man is our option. We won't get jobs, and as far as I'm aware, we won't get higher jobs without coaching badges. It makes a huge difference, and our board are just not. I don't like our board. I'm starting to really dislike them because they're just not giving us anything. And if you look at our success since we've taken charge, you'd think they would just reward us with something. All my coaches are getting them. We're not. Mahon out to Coates. Coates is going to hit that, and that is a screaming effort for his first goal of the season. That is such a good goal. Leader Williams out to Mahone, who just cut it back in. And there was Coates. No right to score that. Absolutely zero right to score that. And it's 4-0. It's his first ever goal for Isle of Man. We are playing such good football. And we are going to take advantage. I know Highlight's just going to play here. We're going to bring on Hitunen and Coates, he's apparently a better ball-winning midfielder. He's been one of our most creative players. Hiltunen's going to come on. He has seen his game time drop since we've brought in Coates and Nichols. I'd like to give Dira a change. The only reason he's really on the bench is if things went really wrong. But we can't really afford. I was going to bring Wright on. Can't really afford to do that because he just can't play there at all. He's got half a star. We're 4-0 up. I probably could have done it. Never mind. It doesn't matter. Blake's got the ball. Running down. No one's challenging him. And I thought that was going to be... I thought that could have been... I don't know what that swing was there. Who was that? Askrew. I thought Clark was going to get his four for a second. Fielding. Our defenders have been good. I don't know why Fielding's... He's got the high press on, but it's put him out of position, actually. He seems to have recovered. But it has messed up the back line. And we got away with that there. That's the problem with the high press. For anyone that's playing it in their saves, you've got it on high, you'll see your players getting pulled out of position on occasions, and it can really unsettle your structure. So, and we saw it there. Farmer's going to play it all the way back to Clifton, who's a bit too far out for my liking, but that's a good ball over. Blake's knocked it on. It's that Clark. And I would have put my house on him to score that. I would have actually lost a house because I would not have expected him to miss that, but never mind. He's got a hat-trick. Who cares? And this is going to backfire against us one day. Keep going this far back to Clifton. Hiltunen getting in on the action. Dira, the first highlight for him. And Askrew. That was close. And we're going to make our... I keep forgetting this. We've got 3 more subs. Okay, so Fielding is going to come off for Adam Mayle, who has been playing. You see here, we are struggling with fitness slightly. Woodcock's going to come on for Farmer. And then our last change. Do you know what we're going to do? We're going to do this. We're going to give Cassian Langfield his debut. We're comfortable. Give Clark a rest. Like I said, we've got lots of games coming up. And, yeah, we need to start rotating, especially if we're going to get a little run in the FA Cup. And if we keep playing the way we have, Mahone, it's a poor ball in. Well read by the defender, to be fair. But they are countering now. It's 3-on-3. Some men are starting to get back. They've got 5 men up there. They're really pushing forward. If we manage to counter them now, what a goal. What a goal. Poor from Clifton, if we're being honest. He did get whip on it, but I expect Clifton to save that from 30 yards out. It wasn't an absolute rocket. But never mind. If he's got a clean sheet bonus, he's just lost it. So swings and roundabouts. Palmer putting the ball deep there, and that is poor from Clifton again. Okay, it is, unless Clifton is getting just a bit. He's got that smiley red face, which means he's complacent, and it showed with those 2 goals. But can Woodcock just give a fan something a bit more? That was close. Keeper didn't even move for that. Clifton let us down with the end bit there, but for us not to be favourites and to come away with that, that's pretty special. Okay, and because we've got an annoying mid-game in between our cup games. I'm just going to take Trafford offline. I don't want to make the video so long that you're going, God, just get it over with. So we're going to take Trafford online, and when we come back, we'll be away in the Isuzu FA Trophy first round. I've just noticed now that's popped up, and we've got the Integro. These are too many games. But anyway, we'll be back soon. We're back, and it was an absolute demolishment of Trafford. We went down early on, which I thought we'd end up seeing possibly our first defeat. They were 6th place in the league, but we ended up absolutely blowing them away. As I said, Askew getting his first goal for the club, Dira getting a hat-trick, Blake on the score sheet, and Josh Woodcock getting his first goal for the club as well. And there was a consolation. There was a goal from Haxall Dean for them in the first half as well. Trafford, where are they sat now? 8th in the Premier League. Well, it is Premier League. Yeah, Northern Premier League. So a really good result for us into there. But we are now taking it to the Isuzu Cup, which the board wants to be competitive. I don't care if we go out of this one. We've got 3 cup competitions this season and the league. I mean, I know a trophy will give us points towards Hall of Fame, but the Isuzu, I'm not that fussed about. The Macron Cup, however, I looked at the draw, and there seems to be not as many teams. It's just it's just our leagues, I believe. So a lot less to get through. If we can pick up a trophy win there, perfect. So our starting lineup for this, we've got Clifton in goal, Farmer as right back, Griff, Rooney as centre backs, Mail coming in as left back, Nicol and Hiltunen in the centre of the park, Mahon and Leader Williams on the wings, and I've mixed up at top. I'm going to give Clark a go as deep line forward, with Langfield as the advanced, and that's purely because fitness levels. I'm going to give, where is he down there? Jared Blake. He is looking a bit to excellent condition, but he is tired. I'm giving some of these players, Dira, Coates, a rest, because as you can see, it's just catching up with us now. So let's get to it, and like I said, I'm not too bothered, but we'll see how it goes. Tail of the tape for this one, Hartley Whitney. 1-2, drawn 1, lost 2. They've got quite a few regens in their squad. And our tail of the tape, again, it hasn't changed. Won the last 5, same formations. Let's get into it. Apologies if you hear any squeaking. I've got my dog in here not leaving a ball alone. And this is not a good start, actually. We've picked up an injury straight away. And he's hampered by that injury. And we're going to have to bring in Fielding out of position. He's not got any dribbling. He's got a little bit of crossing. I mean, we can't do anything about that. Can Rooney move across? Nope. Okay, so that's not ideal. It is what it is. Like I said, it's a competition that I'm not precious about. I would like to win because it's momentum. It keeps your morale up. And one loss can really destroy morale, which we don't want. But at the same time, if I'm out of one less cup competition that the board don't really care about, so be it. Not that super fussed. And Hiltunen's plays it into Clark. So you see Clark slightly deeper on there. It's just what I was saying from the tactics screen. Fielding out wide, back to Hiltunen, Rooney. Hiltunen's just going to link up there. There's Clark, and there's the ball. And Langfield, misses. He's still searching for his first goal. He has made a couple of substitute appearances. He came off the bench last game and got a 7.4. I think he set up a goal. Didn't do anything attacking wise, and that is an absolute sitter. Again, we get let off by quite a few sitters in our games. If the other team was more prolific, can't beat his man. We'd probably be in a bit more trouble in some of these matches, but he missed, and that was shocking. Clark wins that. I think Lampfield's quite tall as well, not massively tall. I've gone off, as you see from my early videos. I've stopped with the let's find 6'5", 6'6" players. We're doing things a little bit different. That's a shocking ball from Clark. And that's a great save. What a save from Clifton. He's just let Clark off the hook. But it's not Clark's position. He's not really a deep line forward. And we might look at changing that. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I can put 2 advanced forwards if need be. We'll see how it plays out. But Clark is more of a big power man. We could even look at target forward. and go back to the days of Devontae Morton and Salmon. But I just want to see how it works out here. I like having the striker that drops back into that midfield. Clark on the ball to Nicol. And it's not great. We're not doing brilliantly in this one. Griffith's going to play that back to Nicol, to Hiltunen. And again, beautiful. Fielding has gone forward as we want him to. The cut's back. And Mahon gets his second goal of the season. What, they had a player off the pitch? I don't care. We do not care. If they had 10 men, we will take it. We will take advantage of any situation we've got here. Lovely stuff. Fielding, playing out of position completely. Big deflection. And it takes it past Cooper in the goal into the top corner. Lovely stuff. Just before half time. And we've been, I've just seen the stats. We've been massively outplayed. Oh, massively. One shot on target and it went in. That's... And Hartley are being FM'd by me at the minute, which is a nice change. They've just hit the post again straight off. I mean, you could have looked for a better ball there, Langfield. Leader Williams was free up down the right, the left even. And Clifton, 7.2. Clifton's definitely keeping us in it at the moment. If we can snatch another goal, that'll make it a bit comfortable. And if Nicol can do what Nicol does, nah, that's not. No, that wasn't no close at all. Leader Williams. I don't want to risk. Oh, I'll put Elliot Johnson on the bench. Good. And he can just come on and do. What was that? 4 he's got in. Agility. Didn't even notice that before. No wonder he's got a 1 star. But he can come on. I'll probably look to shift him soon. Maybe get rid of him. But I need the depth at the moment. And that's off the crossbar from Nicol, who is also tired. I mean, we're going to finish this game with a few tired people. Like I said, too many runs of games. For this level, we don't need that many cup competitions. It's ridiculous. Especially when we're losing out. Again, I completely forgot to tell you guys. I apologise. The 2 players that we were going for on the non-contract, they chose the other teams, unsurprisingly. So we've lost them, which I was hoping to have because they were really handy. One was straight from Fleetwood and the other was from, I don't know, somewhere else. I can't remember. Another good team, basically, is my point. This is annoying. This is so annoying. We just haven't got the depth. It's fine. Woodcock is going to come and play left back. He'll have more attacking abilities than Fielding, even though Fielding set up a goal. We'll move Griffin to defensive midfield, and we could possibly snatch. I say that. Why does it always happen as you're describing it? I was bad. Never mind. Right, Woodcock. Defensive duty is very good there. Clark has picked up from deep, and it's come straight to Mahon, and it's back into Johnson! And Elliot Johnson, who I was talking about getting rid of. We probably still will get rid of him when we get some better players, but he has just scored his first goal of the season. Clark really hasn't done well in that deep line forward playing role, but Mahon, what a ball. I mean, he pelted at Johnson. Fair play to Johnson for controlling that, and the finish beautifully past Cooper, and somehow it looks like we're making our way into the next round of the Azuzu Cup. But that was a poor pass. I think that was Hiltunen. I wasn't really looking. That's offside, surely. Surely that's offside. Yeah. I was going to say, I was going to have a word with the 4th official if that had stood. And we've wrapped this up. This is a 2-0 win. Unless we're going to bang in a third just for good measure. Or they're going to counter and get. I don't care if they get one now. There's no way they're coming back. It should be over. Ref, blow your whistle. We've gone over the minimum. Ref, get rid. Actually, I don't care. There, do that. There we go. That's going to be it. That's going to be all she wrote. That is the final whistle. We've made it through somehow. This is kind. They dominated. They dominated. We might have had the goals, but I'm under no illusions that we've got away with one there. Okay, so that male injury, although it was just an orange cross, and we got him off pretty quickly. Apparently, it was pretty Extreme. He's out with pulled knee ligaments. I've never known a player to be able to just play through pulled ligaments without hitting the ground, but Mail can apparently. But we have now lost him for between 2 and 3 weeks, basically. So we're now down to one left back, which isn't ideal. So I may look to dip into the transfer market just to find a backup or a loan, possibly. And that is where we're going to leave it. Our next few games, I mean, we've got more FA Cups and Integro. So I'll come back for them. Actually, what I will do is I'll come back for these two here, because you haven't seen us in the league for a while. So we'll do a league. We'll do away to Northwich and away to Morpeth Town in the FA Cup. Integro, I might take offline, might bring it back. Who knows? We'll see how it goes. But thank you so much for watching. As always, 3rd to 4th, Unemployed to Hall of Fame. We'll see you back here for episode 12.